Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Siler Wealth Management video blog. I'm Lee Siler, and today is the Wednesday morning edition, October 7th. I hope everybody's having a great week thus far. And, we had a pretty good move in the markets the last few days. Yesterday, we kind of pulled back, but that's okay because when stocks make a big move to the upside, like we've seen, we got down right around 16,000 on the Dow. Now we're back up to 16,700. So we've seen a lot of participation in the broader markets, meaning most all sectors are really participating lately. However, we had a down day yesterday, and what you have to look at is look inside of the market. And what is working on a down day like we had yesterday? And the NASDAQ took a hit yesterday, but what was working in the markets? Well, I will tell you, and this is a sector that I'm very fond of, and I think it's going to do extremely well, and quite frankly, has been outperforming over the last couple weeks, and that's the energy sector. The energy sector has been absolutely bludgeoned. Oil cut in half, but what you're seeing now is all those companies that reported those disappointing earnings the last quarter, maybe this time around, we'll start seeing some surprises. And as I said earlier in my Monday morning broadcast, this week is the start of earnings season. So Alcoa will kick things off tomorrow. We'll see how they do. But then in the upcoming weeks, you'll start seeing some of these energy companies report. And what we want to see is they say, hey, listen, we still didn't have a great quarter. However, we think we've seen the bottom. And let's move higher. The bottom line is, we produce 90% of our own energy. So we are pretty much not energy dependent anymore, okay? And that's a good thing. But with that comes more supply, and we had more supply out there. So that's what brought the prices of oil down. It's a supply-demand issue. And the bottom line is, it's good for our nation going forward. Keep in mind, our break-even on oil that we frack or we produce in our own country is anywhere in the 30s. Somewhere below $40 a barrel is our break even. So anything above 40, we are making money. But if you look at countries like Russia is about $92 a barrel is their break even. Well, why? Well, because they say maybe $9, but the bottom line is when you have social program after social program after social program after social program, all of a sudden now your cost is $90 a barrel. So they are hurting, and the rest of the oil producers. In fact, we produce more oil today than the Saudis do. Believe it or not, we are at 9.5 billion barrels, or a million barrels a day, excuse me, I wish it was billion, a million barrels a day. So that's phenomenal numbers. Now, oil and gas is some things that we always complain about. I don't hear a lot of people complaining now because you're starting to see it under $2 a gallon as far as gas is. But, the average price of gas last week, nationwide, is about $2, I'm going to read this, $2.31 a gallon. That's pretty good by most standards. And if it were to go up to $2.61 a gallon, we'd probably hear everybody chirping and complaining. But let's set some perspective here. Keep in mind, I talked to you about a gallon of water, but I've taken it a step further. 1 gallon of Pepsi-Cola, a gallon, and we're talking gallons because we want to compare apples to apples, all right, a gallon of gasoline. A gallon of Pepsi today is $3.16 a gallon. A gallon of Tropicana orange juice, my favorite, I have to have one glass every morning, $8.18 a gallon. Now, if you're one of those energy junkies and you really have to have a little bit of help in the morning and you decide you want a Red Bull energy drink, when you recalculate the numbers, a Red Bull energy drink comes out to $27.96 a gallon. Now, I don't hear anybody, although, yeah, you may be complaining about buying ink for your printers. I guess you do complain because it is very expensive. And I just got a new laser printer, and the cartridges are like $100 a piece. There's 4 cartridges in there. So let me just tell you what a Canon printer ink cartridge per gallon is $1,149 per gallon. When you hear these numbers, all of a sudden, $2.31 gas doesn't seem so bad. Okay, so my point is the pendulum swings both ways. You had oil at $145 a barrel a couple of years ago. Gas was $4 a gallon. The world was coming to an end. There was a pebble in your shoe. The sun was in your eyes. Everything was horrible. But look what happened. Now the pendulum swung the other way, and now we're down to, in many cases here in Central Florida, below $2 a gallon. Bottom line is, you have to look for those opportunities. And I believe there's some serious opportunity in the energy sector. And certainly, if you get a hold of me, I can give you some individual plays that we are using or we are investing in. I can't just blurt them out. I'm giving you the energy sector on a silver platter. Love it. I think we're going to make some good money in the next 12 months. but I don't know your personal situation. I don't know your risk tolerance, your objectives. So you got to get with me, and I'll give you some specific recommendations. And in my top 10 list of stocks, I have an oil sector stock in there. Okay, so you guys are sharing my video. I really appreciate. By the way, I have a really a nice guest in the office this morning watching me record. Good morning. He's very popular in this area. Bob Lee is in the house, and I appreciate Bob coming in, and we're going to talk about how to make my videos a little bit better. Not content-wise. We know that's great. It's the background stuff, and my desk is a mess anyway. So you guys have been sharing my video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I put the screws to you last video on Monday. I really wasn't prepared, but I'm going to draw two names, 4 crews for 2 to the Bahamas. It all costs your port costs, so it's really about a $240 value because that's what they're selling for on TV. Enjoy it. I know that my son and my daughter are going in the next week or so, and my daughter's already gone. She had a great time. It's a weekend jaunt. It's a lot of fun. Take advantage of it, okay? So you share my video, guess what? You get in the green bowl, okay? So, and I have to filter around the green bowl, see who I'm going to choose. I don't see, it's kind of random. And let's pick out, I'll pick out Mr. Parker. Mr. Jim Parker, you are a winner. Thanks for sharing my video. Mr. Parker was the ex-band director at Auburndale High School. I know him very well, and I gave him some really hard times over the years. Sorry, Mr. Parker, but I changed a little bit since then. Now let's go to the next one. I told you to pick 2 winners. Jim, I hope you enjoyed. I know you're retired, so enjoy. Maybe you can jam with the bands, those corny bands I have on cruises too. All right, let's go with this guy has I know him. He has a great new business called The Cave. So if you want to do some recording, some videos, and actually I know a really, really good group in this town is going to be doing something there very soon. It's Ryan Salamone. Ryan Salamone, you also have won a cruise for 2 to the Bahamas, and that leaves out of Palm Beach. And again, all you have to do, or you're responsible for, is your port tax. Hey, I appreciate everybody joining me this morning. Also, go to the website, silerwealth.com or stockdr.com. 2 names, 1 site. The newsletter is on there, okay? It's under news and commentary. If you want to go directly to your inbox, just sign up on the front page, on the home page, and you will get it. But it gets there Tuesday morning, usually, because we prepare it. It's from last week's data, so it's pretty recent, really timely. We prepare it Monday. It's in your inbox on Tuesday, so you can sign up for it there. But thank you very much. Thanks for Bob Lee coming out. And I'm Lee Siler with Siler Wealth Management. You can get a hold of me, private message, Facebook, emails, all that kind of thing. We have an event, Cafe Morano's. I am now down to 2 seats. So if you want to go there and actually learn something how to protect and grow your assets in an unstable market environment, give us a call. Thanks a lot. You guys share my video, and you have the opportunity to win a cruise next week. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great week.